Chapter 7, Homecoming. So, keep your eyes peeled for any sparkly objects, because I don't know if they're just going to throw us into the final boss fight right here or what. Sword around. Another victory for the Ravager. Long live Lord Severn. And yeah, looks like it's final boss time. We have returned, Lord Levant. Victory is ours. Welcome home, my great heroes. Severn, how relieved I am to see you return in good health. Please, stand up, brother-in-law. The hero of the day is you, not me. It's all because of the Grow's strength, my lord. I was merely a conduit of its great powers. Nonsense, the Grow may be a legendary sword, but it's still merely a sword. A weapon is a heartless tool, Severn. Its wielder is the one who gives it purpose. Who gives it its purpose, perhaps? Well, they still have the double it there. And how did you find these squires, Severn? Were they of any use in the war? Not only do they perform all of their given tasks admirably, they also provide us with crucial tactics. It is an exaggeration to say that we wouldn't have won without them, my lord. Really, a high praise, and even more astounding to hear it coming from you. I'm only stating the truth. As you always do, Severn, as you always do. Do you think these 6 young souls are ready for knighthood? Undoubtedly, my lord. Excellent. Then we shall prepare for their ceremony as soon as possible. Stand up, soon-to-be knights. Your knighting shall be done in celebration of this glorious victory. It shall commence in a fortnight, in this very hall. I'll be sure to send for your families. It's a short notice, I'm aware. I understand if not everyone will be able to schedule their travel here. Surely it's better to have more to attend, but such joyful occasions shouldn't be delayed for too long. My lord. What is it, Severn? The Grow. I shall return it to you. No, you keep it, Severn. Today you have proved that you are the better man to wield it. The sword rightfully belongs into the hands of a blade-bearer, my lord. I am not such a man. The Grow may be a sacred sword, but in my hands it'll merely be a symbol of status. In your hands, it shall be a weapon of peace, taken into many battles to defend the realm. The Grow is rightfully mine, but the Old North shall be a better realm with it in your hands. Very well, my lord. From this day onwards, Severn of House LaRue will take on the mandate that you've placed upon me. Good then. There's no one else I trust more than you, brother-in-law. Now, you must all be tired from your long journey from White Rock Hills. Please, do get some rest from now. You deserve it. Before you rest, squires, you should walk around the city and talk to people. The citizens are ecstatic hearing of your return. It'd be insightful to hear what they say about you. Okay, we do have a little bit of buffer before the final boss. Anyway, let's see if we can find any medals. Not seeing any other sparkling objects. We already hit up a story study since that's where the Hallowed was. I can see the most number of rooms from here and Aria's, I believe. Yeah, no sparkling objects. Sadly, the way they started us, I do have to backtrack a bit because I want to hit the stables and the other parts of the castle. There's nothing there. come out the kitchen door. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for any good blind spots for the venerated metal to be hidden here. The last one I found was in that tree in Mudtown. Still can't go over there. Aha, scene. This is the Micers scene, I think, yep. Hey, watch what you're saying about them. What did you say? How dare you tell us what to do? Just because you're gentry, you think you can order us around, kid? Lord Severn and the Squires of Levant are heroes of the realm. If it wasn't because of them, we'd still be fighting the Enders. No way I'll stay quiet while you're silently bad-mouthing them. You're just a kid, what do you know? Most nobles are two-faced devils. They save us today so they can tax us tomorrow. What's to say these squires won't do the same, huh? What's with all the fuss here? Masters and misses, we weren't talking about you. Not at all about you, nor Lord Severn. Oh? Really now? What was that about two-faced devils, then, or did my ears deceive me? We're sorry. Isaac can be very scary sometimes. They won't have anything to worry about if they're not lying. And here I thought thou also hold resentment for thy own case, Isaac. How can I think otherwise when thy words have always defended the lowborns? Defending the weak is not always defending the right, Aria. It's a lesson I just learned, I guess. What's your name, brave kid? It's Micers, dame. Drop the title, Micers. The ceremony has yet to commence. But it's just a few days away, isn't it? Those earrings, are you a Salamatine? Yes, indeed. I'm honored that Miss Camille knows of my family. Yours is a respectable name, Micers. A trader would do well to remember it. Gentry or not, you should avoid barging into someone's conversation like that. It's courageous, I'll give you that, but it lacks courtesy, and it is dangerous. If we weren't nearby, they could have just taken you away. Well, they don't seem like bad people. Can you probably forgive them? Why look at me? Sure, I guess. It's not like we wanted to do anything to them anyway. Thank you, masters and misses. Please, show them they can trust the nobility so there'll be no more talks like that. And as this reads up... Huh. Congratulations on the soon-to-come knighting ceremony. With great knights like you, the realm will be even safer. And the sappers, I want to buy wood to upgrade the spear for, what's her name now? Crap. Lucienne. Out of sight, out of mind, people. I'd have to go over to Mudtown. Either there, I'd have to be able to hitch a ride to Grenoble and buy it there. Neither of which are things I really want to do at the moment. And the location of this venerated metal is pissing me off a bit. So I don't know if anything carries over to the second decade. And now that I think about it, we didn't get the choice that Aria had to make about what to do with the bodies at the base camp. To be honest, I don't want to run all the way back there. Such a bother. Oh, that's where you get fairy dust. Although I haven't found a use for honey, unless there's some weapon I haven't found just yet. Whoa. Oh. For a second I was about to say, what happened to all my weapons? Yeah, I don't have enough cold iron for both bows anymore. The Good news is, in future playthroughs, I don't need to worry about Isaac's knives. I can just get the kukri up and be done with it. Critical damage plus 25. One of her bows is missing. I don't know. Oh, it's probably because it's equipped on her since she's now with the group. That's why it's not in the list. So, last sweep of the docks. They're not hiding anything in those blind spots. Now, there was never any reason to traverse the length of the wall, since there was never anything over here. I'm kind of wondering if that may have changed for our return. Nope. Yeah, I don't know where to find the last of the medals. But I'm not seeing an achievement for the secret dungeon in the achievement list. There might actually be one for all I know. And as a result, that does mean that there's probably not really any incentive to collecting them in this decade other than just to say you have them. Unless they carry over, in which case, yeah, you kind of need them. I don't know how the devs plan on releasing the 3, if you actually do have to play the previous ones or you miss out. Still a lot of finer details that need to be ironed out. Oh well. To the final boss we go. And I'm not sure where the entire crew went. If they're off having scenes of their own. Because I don't think Aria has hers until the Epilogue, so... yeah. All in all, my goal is to try to get all of these up for the release day, so there is an actual accurate playthrough for people who happen to get stuck on somewhere. Since the Tortured Ender fight was reworked, I imagine that's not going to give people much trouble, but the Severn fight might. I'm going to create a new save just to be safe. I won't have to repeat all the scenes for the final boss here. Now that I think about it, the others could be in their rooms. It would make sense for them to actually be there. Yep, there's Renard. Well, let's see what they have to say. Truthfully, I didn't think much about becoming a knight before I got here. I just went to Squire because my father told me to. It's not what I wanted. After our journey together, I realized there's still a lot for me to learn. Becoming a knight isn't the end of the road. On the contrary, I think we'll learn much more by being one. Okay, there are actually some big blind spots in the rooms. Yeah, I'm not gonna check all of them. Camille. Oh, you startled me. Can I help you with something? If not... huh. That's what she said in the very beginning. Her line didn't change. Tomorrow we'll all be knights, and Lee will be the first ever elven knight. It's a little scary for her, being the first at something. Can she really do it? That's also what she thought when she became the first ever elven squire, and it all went fine. As a knight, Lee hopes she can give the human world a little splash of elven ways on doing things. There's a lot she can learn from humans, and she's sure humans have a lot to learn from her. Such as how to talk about themselves in the third person. We've only been together for several weeks, yet for me, it felt like a very long time. Perhaps this is what they call a bond between traveling companions. I shall pray so that our paths of knighthood lead us to a prosperous future. And Lucienne. Tomorrow, as a knight, I will be one step closer to reaching my dreams. I'm sure you also have dreams. Does becoming a knight mean a step forward for you as well? It may seem just natural for nobles to become knights, but that's not a good reason to be one. If you still don't know what to do with your knighthood, I suggest you think about it for a while. Okay, here we go. Good night. And I need to rearrange my party at the first opportunity given, but here's a scene with Reed. Was that the guy we helped? Young master, I have a letter for you. A letter? Who sent it? I don't know. A plainsman by the looks of him. He said his name was Francis. Very well. Hand me the letter. But he can't read it yet, can he? Is something wrong, Master Isaac? If it's someone you need me to take care of... No, it's alright. Thank you for bringing me this. Very well. Have a nice day, young master. So is he going to destroy the letter, or what? Don't tell me this place always existed and I've just overlooked it. I knew it. Deus be damned, so it's really you, Reed. Or should I call you Master Isaac now? Look at you, looking all noble and all that. How did you find me, Francis? It's not hard, really. I saw you with Lord LaRue back at your homecoming. Those were some mighty cheers, I tell you. All those people, all those voices lauding your victory. And staying by the rafter's side as you raised that sword, all 6 of you are practically celebrities now. Imagine the look on people's faces they knew one of those heroes was a commoner. What do you want? Hey now, what's with the dark tone, Reed? We're friends, right? Screw the nobles, long live the commoners? Take a seat and tell me what happened, Reed. How did you end up where you are? So you just came to Levantine and pretended to be this Isaac boy? More or less. What a stroke of dumbass luck you had, Reed. And to think you managed to put a mask like this. Like that this long. You managed to put a mask like that this long? That doesn't make sense to me, but I don't know. You're one good impersonator. Yeah, guess I'm starting to get used to it. It feels awkward now when you call me my real name, more than people calling me Isaac. Just a small price to pay for the kind of life you're living, isn't it? Now, speaking of your new life, I've got a favor to ask you, Reed. Go on. Remember when I said I'm joining a forester band in the Whistling Woods? We're not doing so well. We raided a village named Orsea, thinking it'd be weakened with Lord Severn away, but it didn't go as planned. I heard some roaming knights came and defended it. I haven't heard the exact story, though. Nobody came back. Orsea's villagers had whoever survived sent to the gallows. We lost a lot of good men and women back there. We're running out of supplies and our numbers keep dwindling every single day. We're starving, Reed. We need money to buy food. I'm just a squire, Francis, one whose family is supposed to be drowned in debts. If I'm seen handing out levers, hell, if I even have some of my own, it'll raise suspicions. It doesn't have to be straight up levers, Reed. Some small favors would be enough. If you can say, persuade some village guards to take a rest for a day or two. You're crazy. People will find out that I work with criminals. I promise we won't take too much, just enough to survive for the moment. After you've got more coins in your hands, we may actually stop being criminals. Your plan is to leech off me for the rest of your life? Such harsh words. It's not leeching, Reed. Think of it as mutual cooperation. With your help, my band can rebuild our village. We can live clean and our home can thrive once again. By the time that happens, we'll be criminals no more. We might even be your personal gang to do your underhanded jobs. Doesn't that sound good for both of us? What say you, Reed? I assume you're going to spill the beans if I don't comply with your demands. We're friends, Reed. I'm saddened that you think I'd do that to one of my own. I just don't guarantee that some secrets might get out at the most inappropriate times for you. Not that you'd refuse helping fellow commoners, right? So this is how you blackmail me, Francis? Hey, I'm just asking you not to forget where you came from. You're in a position to help us, Reed, to help your people to get a better life. We endured all those hungry and painful days together, Reed. We loathed those nobles together. Your mother died because those nobles wouldn't share their crystals, didn't she? In your village, our village, died from having to pay those suffocating taxes. Now that you're in their shoes, are you trying to leave the rest of us? Are you turning into one of them? You have options, Reed. Think wisely. And since Reed is supposed to be a tragic character, no loose ends. No, I'm a noble now, Francis. I can't be seen working with the likes of you. You know what you've become, Reed? A greedy noble. That's what. The same kind you used to hate with all your guts. Your mother would be disgusted at what you just said. She'd loathe you from up there. Don't you bring her into this, Francis. You know nothing about me. If words don't work, should I force it out of you, Reed? Should I make you beg for your life? Try it if you can. Whoa, Reed, wait a sec. Well, shit. You're getting better with those daggers. I'm sorry for trying to threaten you, boy. I don't know what went through my head just then. It hurts like crap. Come, help me tend this wound, would you? If I were gonna help you, I wouldn't have stabbed you in the first place. You might act tough, but I know you have it in you. You're still one of us. You're even worse than a noble. You brought this upon yourself, Francis. Don't blame me for your death. Coming out of nowhere, trying to blackmail me, who do you think you are? What a mess, and for him to appear right before my knighting to boot. Calm down, Reed. Calm down. Breathe and put your usual face back on. In a few hours, you'll be a knight. A knight. Keep calm, and I'll be alright. I'm ready. Let's go. Okay, they haven't let me put my party back together just yet. Ah, so we all meet once more. Shall we leave together for the ceremony? This is Lee's first. She doesn't really know what to do. Just follow what Aria and Camille are doing, Lee. They're good examples. What are you implying about the others, Isaac? Nothing. Say, since we're all going to be knights today, how about a feast after? I'll buy each of us a roasted boar and bottomless tankards of ale. What say you? 1 boar each? Lee can't eat that much. Such savage dining, Renard. Why can it not be dishes fitting for knights, such as pastries? Hey, if I'm buying, I ain't taking complaints. Shouldn't we be going to the audience chamber now? It's almost time. Camille's keeping track of what we're doing as she always does. Let's go now. They must be waiting for us in the audience chamber. So, party formation put together. So right here is your chance to put together the party that you're going to use to face the final boss. I'm going to use Aria, Lucienne, and Isaac, or Reed, whatever you wish to call him. The knighting ceremony will start soon, but we're still waiting for a few more to attend. Are you ready to enter the chamber? Yes, I would like to enter right now. And there was a save point right there I could have used, damn it. It looks like we are in time for the knighting ceremony. Greetings there, squires. I congratulate ye for thine upcoming knighthood. I shall go ahead then. A guest cannot come later than the start of the ceremony, can he? Please, do keep my words close in thy mind, Severn. Your knighting ceremony will start soon, squires. Let's go. We shouldn't keep them waiting. Yeah, he shouldn't be walking around yet. No words of congratulations, even for his niece? Lord Uncle doesn't like to celebrate before victory is assured. I suppose, since I'm not yet knighted, he keeps it for later. So strict, although it does make sense. Lee thought Lord Severn is badly wounded, but he looks quite healthy. Yes, well, Lord Uncle is good at hiding his wounds, you see. For the Lord General to not attend his own victory celebration, it'd be a bad message, and I don't know why there's an apostrophe after victory. He is the legendary Ravager, after all, but is it really alright like this? I hope so. Perhaps after the knighting I'll force him to take some rest. I think they're waiting for us. We should go in. Aria, is something wrong? Oh, apologies, I was lost in thoughts. Nay, nothing. You can tell, I presume. I was just wondering what Father spoke about with Lord Severn. Speaking about how their children will be knighted someday, maybe? Parents would be proud of an achievement like this, wouldn't they? I hope 'tis indeed of such ordinary matters. There is no point pondering on it. Let us leave for the ceremony. On this day of joy and glory, let us first offer our gratitude to the Deus. For once again, he has returned my brother-in-law safely, with the crown of victory rested upon him. Along with him, the Deus also returned every single one of our young 6 squires. They have shown their worth and courage in the war against the giant raiders from the north, worthy to be given the rights and honors as knights, worthy to be trusted to bear the burdens of nobility in order to serve the realm. Today, these 6 will leave the path of a squire and embark upon one of knighthood. The names of the knighted today are as follows: Aria of House Geraldine, I dub thee from here on Lady Aria. Lucienne of House LaRue. I dub thee from here on Lady Lucienne. Renard of House de la Forêt. I dub thee from here on Sir Renard. Isaac of House Golden Lake. I dub thee from here on Sir Isaac. Camille of House Reen. Okay, they left Lee for last. I dub thee from here on Lady Camille. Ilian of the Elven City of Unknown Torre. Ilian, please come forward and kneel. I dub thee from here on Lady Ilian. Today, these young souls shall rise proudly on their path of knighthood, and as they are heroes in the war, I shall grace them with the title of the highest honors. From this day onwards, these 6 shall become honored companions. As such, they are to devote their lives until relieved of this duty to protect and serve one person. They are to be given rights and recognitions beyond a mere knight in order to perform this duty, and the person they shall accompany is the heir to the seat of Levantine. Noble companions to Lord Severn. These younglings protecting the Ravager, and be the other way around. Probably just formalities, some kind of a thank you for these new knights. I heard of your whispers, but the heir is no longer my brother-in-law. As the army was marching north, the Deus has come to the doors of House Levant. The priests have confirmed it. Sophia has been blessed with a child in her womb. This unborn child is a true offspring of mine, and so shall be the heir to Levantine. And so, the newly appointed knights shall be honored companions of this child. Elaine, what is this madness? What are you doing? I've always looked up to you for your sense of honor and justice. I've always defended you when others doubted your integrity. And now you create this ruse? Calm down, brother-in-law. This is for the good of the realm. What good will the realm get from having you deceive everyone, Elaine? That child, it can't be yours. You're incapable of siring one. So those rumors about Lady Sophia being barren, was it actually Lord Levant? No way then. Whose child is that? Brother-in-law, I will not tolerate such an insult. Are you accusing me of lying? How dare you? This is why you're not fit to rule Levantine, Severn. You let emotions govern your actions. The realm should be ruled by men, not by beasts. I'm telling you the truth, and now you're pinning the blame on me? This time you've gone too far, Elaine. You're drawing the sacred sword I entrusted you, my sword, at me? Soldiers, this man is threatening the seat of Levantine. Seize him for treason. Treason. Now you've gone too far. He attacked Lord Levant. Traitor. Lord Severn is the rightful heir. That child is fake. Die, treacherous little scum. Now, tell everyone, Sophia, whose child is that? Please, spare me and the child. You too are a victim of the scheme, aren't you? Now tell me whose child is that? It's Elaine's. It's Elaine's child, I swear to Deus. Tell the truth or I will tear your womb open and let you bleed to death. Knights, companions, help. Don't let them come near Lord Severn. Damn, what kind of a knighting ceremony is this? No time to talk, ready yourselves. And so it begins. Luckily, Lucienne is first. We can use Battlefield Tyrant to draw aggro. That shield is not going to last long, sadly. Pointed thrust. We're going to go for the top guy just because he's standing in the wrong position. And stabby stabby. So we're going to defend just to minimize the damage that's going to be coming our way. Friggin' bleed status. Just keep in mind, all that damage would have been doubled if she weren't defending. Actually would have been higher, I think, because I get an additional reduction when I defend. But in the meantime, we need to top her off. This is pissing me off. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to try to finish one off. I should still have aggro for a little while longer. Go down, damn you. Okay, now I'm actually going to specifically target a certain soldier. That one. Battlefield Tyrant. Right here we have to eat the damage, sadly, and damn did we eat it. I have to heal here so Lucienne has a chance to survive. Well, she'd be guaranteed survival for healing, otherwise I'd be gambling. Going to play it safe and heal Lucienne. Where's that freaking thrust move? really getting lucky with the crits, am I? Gamble. I'm gonna play it safe. So, sadly, at this point, you probably have predicted who the final boss actually is. I'm going to defend here so I can generate some points. I'm kind of hoping the Thornmail actually does help pull aggro since they get damaged for attacking it. I can't verify that, it's just wishful thinking, to be perfectly honest. Okay, he's still gunning for Lucienne. And I'm just gonna burst attack the guy. I have stamina to spare. Holy crap, that hit for a lot. Shield bash. Basically denying him his turn. Meanwhile, he's gonna eat another burst attack. And I imagine this is probably curtains for him. No EXP award. Companions, please help me. What's this, knights? Are you trying to shield her from me? Get away from her. You should be arresting that woman, not protecting her. Lord Uncle, please stop this. Lady Sophia is a pregnant woman. Thou art a hero of the realm, Lord Severn, for thee to commit such atrocities. If you stop now, perhaps there's still a chance you'll be forgiven. So it's me who's the traitor now? What a bunch of blind idiots you are. Move aside right now. Do you want to die the same day you're knighted? But you're badly wounded, even if you're a great warrior. I've always wanted to fight the Ravager, but to think it'd be like this. Is there really no other way, Lord Severn? The man I trusted most has betrayed me, and I am the one branded traitor. My men, though loyal, are vastly outnumbered, and I still carry wounds from my last battle. But truth hasn't been spoken, and I will never back down before that woman confesses. Do you want to watch these young knights get butchered, Sophia? Then tell the truth. How far must I beg you to believe me, Severn? The child in my womb, it really is truly Elaine's child. Please, for the sake of all of us, stop this violence. I've offered you a chance, and still you refuse to speak the truth. You give me no choice. Ready yourselves, knights. Okay, so he started with prepared for duel. He should be sitting on around 11,000 hit points, just like when you controlled him. For the meantime, if you attack him, he's going to counter, so you want to use abilities during this time for damage. We can have Lucienne use Battlefield Tyrant to pull some aggro. As for Aria, you have a couple options here. I'm going to have her defend. Now, right here, like before, there's no incentive to attack. You're better off just trying to defend because there's an Omni Slash coming our way right here. So, the shield, I can't remember what that ability of Aria's is called, absorbed it for us, but that's a one-time deal. And from here we need to be prepared for when that's going to come up next. We want Lucienne's stamina to be as high as possible. One thing I can do is I can use Deus' Wrath to silence Severn so that he actually can't use any of his abilities. The silence does count as a debuff for Reed to crit off of. It's just his damage is fairly lackluster. I mean, if I'm doing, we'll round that up to 400. 400 damage with just him. Then that means how many turns is it going to take to kill him exactly? Like 25? Maybe 27, I think, comes out to be. And that's not enough. Especially when you factor in his body perfection heals for 2,000. You simply will fall behind. right here we're going to use Battlefield Tyrant. And I'm just going to stab him to see what the damage is. 161. I'm going to use Pointed Thrust here to try to get the poison back out. There you go. Back on him. I just used that. And we could try to keep him silenced with Deus's Wrath. That is one strategy. I do have Aria using the Flamberge, so she is getting the enhanced, what's it called? Damage from the, Deus's Wrath spell. So there was a pretty nice crit there. As for right here, I'm going to have her defend, since that's going to be timing out. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to reapply it immediately. And this turn, I need to use Power Surge to eliminate all that stamina he built up. So, all 8 points down the gutter. He's defending. We're going to use Pointed Thrust. Right now, I'm trying to do some quick math. We're going to use Deus's Wrath. That's going to force him into an auto, just using his basic attack. Even if he defends, he's still going to take poison damage, and I'm going to have Aria defend as well, since, well, I don't really have much else. I need to keep her stamina up more than anything else. So right here, he is back off, what's it called? Being silenced. And as a result, we need to knock down his points once more. So all 8 gone. We are going to defend so we have a full load, which we're probably going to be burning promptly for healing. Okay, for her, she has to defend. We have to heal, and right now I'm just praying he doesn't use Body Perfection or anything like that. I think he actually gets double the stamina we do, so he gets 2 every turn instead of the meager 1. And it can quickly add up. I'm going to defend here. Deus's Wrath to keep him from using any abilities. And right here I just gotta make preparations for when the silence times out. Now I'm going to defend just so I take less damage, defending for stamina on her. Power Surge. That wasn't too bad. And if you had Camille, you can actually see his hit points and then plan accordingly. I don't, so I'm going without it. Using Deus's Wrath to stop him from casting. And down he goes. So that is your final boss, folks. Exploit Deus's Wrath for the easy win. I thought, he's badly wounded after dueling the Ender. If he were at his prime, we would have stood no chance. How can a human being have so much power? They didn't fix that one yet. You've grown much, young squires. No, young knights. I no longer have the strength nor willpower to fight. Will you kill me right here and let me die a warrior? Will you give me this last honor? We're going to let the arbiters decide. All the heroism, those patriotic speeches, are they merely empty words? Is it greed that drove you? Is the desire to sit on that throne that caused this? Some may see me as a traitor who killed a brother-in-law because of my thirst for his throne. But he's not dead, I don't think. Some may see me as a loyal subject who lost his temper as he was betrayed by his lord. Even if I did say the truth, does it matter if you don't believe it? And do you think that causing this carnage would make others believe you? I believe one wrong doesn't erase all the rights that one has made. Yet, as much as I want to, I think we shouldn't deliver our own judgment. If we allow ourselves to go against the laws, how can we expect others to abide by them? Come now, Great Ravager, your fight is over. Please don't resist anymore, Lord Uncle. You don't have any strength left. Someday, there will come a time, young blind knights, a time when you'll look back and realize which road you should have taken. So here we get Reed's epilogue, I think. Or we might have to do with the story ending before that. Branded a traitor of the realm, Severn was denied a quick and painless death. For his crime he was sent to the witch's nest, and there he shall be for twice the length of his lifetime. Never in the realm of Old North has a harsher sentence ever been given. So can we bust him out later, or what? Unproven of any ties to his father's treachery, Lupin of House LaRue was not given any sentence. In his trial, he pleaded to the Seneschal to spare the lives of the men and women of LaRue as they merely followed the acts of their lord. The Seneschal granted his plea. No man nor woman of LaRue shall be sent to the gallows. Instead, all knights of LaRue are stripped of their titles. All soldiers under its banner are to surrender their weapons, and the Red Wolves are from now on forbidden to bear arms. Now, without its wise leader, without its hallowed hero clad in red, many have spoken that this will be the end of the Levants. Does Reed not get an epilogue like Aria did, at least in beta? We'll wait a bit before moving forward. Honored Companion and the Imposter unlocked. Greetings, Isaac Goldenlake. I guess I'm here right now to thank you. Because of our chance encounter, I finally have a different life. The kind of life worth living. You're the first person I killed to get this life, and I've killed more to keep it. I know that no words of mine will ever bring you or any of them back to life, but I'll promise this. That my deeds shall be for the good of many, for those still living the painful life I once lived. It's the least I can do to make up for all the deaths I've caused. Sometimes, I wonder what kind of life you led before I took it from you. A woman I met, her sister seems to think that you weren't that bad of a person. Still, A noble-born is a noble-born. There's no way you'd know the pains of a commoner. I, on the other hand, have experienced those hardships myself. I know what to do for our people. I shall be a better knight, a better Isaac Goldenlake than you could ever be. Rest well now, Isaac Goldenlake. May you be by the side of the Deus. Well, that was a little lackluster, but okay. And that's Reed's story for the first decade. So without any clear data, I don't know how our choices are exactly going to carry over. But that's something that only time will tell, I guess. So now my next objective is to go through with a different character, record the story scenes, and ignore all the grind, TDM, and miscellaneous. So until then, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.